And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am. Today on on Fantasy Friday, we are doing Lord of the Rings Online. Oh, let me go ahead and change my poll real quick here. One of the things you may notice, however, is that you see a different character on there. And that is because we are going to start off with something a little bit different today. This week in Lord of the Rings Online is Durin's Day. It's a very special festival, a very minor event, but it's a way to earn some LOTRO points, and I wanted to go ahead and do it. And I have my hunter, my level 116 hunter, on the Peregrine server, who was originally on the Landroval server, just in front of where I need to start this. So that's where we're going to get started today. Now, for those of you who are not completely familiar with the writings of Tolkien, Durin's Day is the day that Durin and Bilbo and the rest of the dwarves all show up at the gates of Durin's home. My name is drawing an absolute blank right this moment, but there's a secret path in they have to take because Smaug is there, and we're going to be going up the path to that secret entrance, and there's a little event that happens there. So you can see we're in the Dale Lands. This is an area we won't see on the Angmar server for quite a while. This is a level 115 zone. But this right here is the path up to where the Durin's Day event happens. It's just a little minor event. And that quest is just something else that I have that I didn't even know I had that quest, so I'm just picking it up. But supposedly, when you get up to a certain point at the end of this trail, you will be granted a quest. Supposedly. And I have never been here, and I've never done this before, so this is all new to me. So I hope everyone is having a good day today. Finally Friday, of which I am very, very grateful. It has been a long week, and I'm glad the weekend is here. I don't even know if I'm going the right way or not, but we'll get there eventually. But I figured while I'm here, I might as well complete this quest. I didn't even know I had this quest, so.
It was given to him by men, Thor said. Men chanced upon it in some troll hoard, he claimed. I was wroth and had no ears for such tales.
time is short, and so is hope. Evil stirs in the shadows, and the Horse Lords have need of aid. Evil stirs in the shadows, and the Horse Lords have need of aid. Evil stirs in the shadows, and the Horse Lords have need of aid.
There we go. I am so sorry about that. I didn't even realize I had my microphone muted. There we go. Alright, so there we go. Sorry about that. Anyway, I have 3 quests. I have to go up to defeat orcs, collect supply crates and supplies that are being delivered to the Dunlendings through Isengard to Wolf's Crest. So we'll go ahead and grab those. And it looks like it's all right here. The gifts taken here, goods and services here, and then the ill-gotten goods through the whole area. And there's an orc grunt. I also need to kill off orcs. Oh, I'll gladly kill off any orc you point me in front of. Oh, come on. In fact, I wonder, do I still have the deed for the orcs, or did I finish it already? Nope. I already finished the deed. And I should probably get buffed up, because I am so concerned that I'm going to get dropped, or get jumped here. And the last time we were playing, the Nazgul were thick as thieves. I had almost 30 tattered shadows. And I actually still need to spend some tattered shadows too. I haven't done that. I knew it. I knew I was going to get dropped on. Shadowy. Got him. That's a good way to start the day. 10 LOTRO points and 2 tattered shadows within the first 30 minutes of play. I'm doing good today. There we go. And there's the last orc that I need right there. And you know, we're going to get rid of that orc just for good measure. And there's 1 supply that I need. And there's the other supply drop that I need. So I'll get some of them from killing off the Dregluth, and I'll get some from just regular pickups. And by the way, that white glow that you see going over my head, I'm not blessed by the Valar. I'm just it's a reminder that I have some crafting stuff that's coming up. I had actually logged in last night to take care of a Nazgul Slum. The Black Blade of Lebanon had appeared. In fact, somewhere around here. Over that way, the Black Blade of Lebanon appeared. And so I logged in to go ahead and take care of him real quick. And while I was on there after I finished, I did some crafting. So that's what that reminder is. I'll pick up this oven. See, I need 1 more supply crate, and then I had to collect some additional supplies from the Dregluth. Nope, that's not the crate. Back-to-back blueberries. We'll grab them. I can definitely use some blueberry pie. Where is that supply crate? There it is. Supply drop right there. There we go. So now I need to kill off some of the Dregluth, which is anywhere in this zone. A whole huge area. And then I'll pick up the other supply parts that I need to turn in. Looks like there's an invisible creature somewhere around. Bingo, there he is. You're not going to catch up on me that way. Don't even try. There we go. Alright, so let's go turn in these 3 quests to Enoth. And there he is. So the first one is gifts taken.
Time is short, and so is hope.
I fear that the orcs might be traversing beneath the Isendale a long way to aid the Dunlendings. These are dark tidings indeed, but it means the Dunlendings have an ally who is determined to see them victorious. That's not good. Next is goods and services.
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
I will see that these weapons are disposed of. No civilized man would dare use such cruel weapons. And then the last quest.
I hope we will find aid in time.
These supplies will be sent to Forthbrunn, where they will benefit our men. That is good. And he's going to probably send me on to another guard point.
The minions of Orthanc are growing stronger in these lands.
Orcs have begun to emerge from several cave openings that lie at the base of the hills along the southern ridgeline of the Isendale. This is surely how they are bringing aid to the Dunlendings. If you would, travel back up the switchback and find these caves. Collapse the entrances and deny the orcs passage home to the landscape. Okay, there's the first one. That's probably where the second one is over here. Yep, that's where the second one is. And the third one is probably over here. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn that quest back in now.
The Dunlendings rally to the banner of the White Hand.
I am relieved by your tidings. With the cave sealed, the orc should pose little threat to us. Good.
Shadows lie along our path. We must seek to dispel them at all cost.
Word has arrived from Garum that our scouts have discovered the caverns beneath the Isendale are much more extensive than previously thought. They run west beneath Dol Baran and north to Nan Conir. Hopefully, Saruman will deal with the beasts, but in the event they prove too overwhelming, our people must be warned. Bring word to Arduin at Forthbrand. He will know what to do. Alright, so let's head back to Forthbrand. I actually have a port there. So I have a speedy way to get to Forthbrand as soon as I take care of that person. Alright, so we'll head to Forthbrand and Turk to Arwen, and then we'll start working on the other quests.
I hope we will find aid in time.
These words are among the most terrifying you could bring to me. We must warn Grimbold at the Ford of Isen and send word to Theodred at once. Let's see. Ooh, 45 agility, 21 fate, 129 critical, and Fizz mastery. That's a good one. Let's will. Might. So we'll grab the plain silver band. Okay.
Shadows lie along our path. We must seek to dispel them at all cost.
The Forward Bastion. The fourth gathering of Wolf's Cleft is no feint. The clans are gathering in force and need more to push us from Dunland. They intend to march upon Rohan and like the Erebus itself. You must take this news to the outpost captain here at this camp immediately. And that would be Cadfirth.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Greetings. From what I have heard recently, it seems that matters with the Dunlendings may be coming to a head soon. What have you seen out there? Ah. It is worse than I feared, then. My scouts told me that a considerable force was gathering at Wolf's Cleft, but by your count it sounds like a full 10,000 men or more have gathered beneath the banners of the clans. And they are nearly ready to march? We'll tell you now, we have not the men nor the horses here to hold the ford against half that many. Grimble must be told, and soon. We shall find ourselves swept back across the Isen. And he doesn't have another quest for me.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
What is the quest that he has? It's
Welcome,
called
my
Orcs
friend.
into Heathfells? I don't have it on my list. Let me go ahead and pull it up real quick. Okay, there we go. Make sure there aren't any other quests that I'm forgetting about. Let's keep that there for now. Okay, that one's... Okay, there we go. So now I have all my quests. Okay, so we need to defeat Dunlending sentries, and we need to defeat orc grunts and guards in the Heathfells. Looks like it's going to be to the north. Alright, so we're going to... Actually, let's head to the south first. Is it retaking the Riverwatch? Let's go ahead and do that quest first. Go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and mount up. I knew it. I knew I was going to get attacked again. Shadowy. Boom. And that's 2 more tattered shadows that I just picked up. Here we go. I got a ways to go. Let's hop on my horse. I thought it was closer than that. That's why I got off my horse. I thought it was close. There we go. Now we're almost there, so we want to go this way. All right, here we go. There we go. That's 3 sentries down just that quick. Need to defeat 2 more sentries just outside of that stronghold. Oh. Might be here along the ice and Alright, let me mount on my horse then. We'll go around that Dunlending settlement and pick up some more around the backside. Maybe I can't get back there easily, so we'll go around this way, I guess. There's a sentry. That's what I was looking for. Oh, there's a Rohirrim banner here. A banner representing the forces of the Rohirrim. Sounding the horn of the Rohirrim near such a banner may summon the riders of Rohan to your aid. Defeated him, and now we've taken over Riverwatch. There we go. I've given the riders of Rohan back one of their forts, or one of the little outposts that was taken by the Lundings. Company. Go away. And there's another 2 tattered shadows we picked up, so we're up to 6 tattered shadows and 10 LOTRO points in a little less than an hour. Not bad. So come here and let Grimble know that we've retaken Riverwatch for him. Retaking of Riverwatch.
Our mission is dire.
You've retaken the Riverwatch? Well done. We will soon secure the fort against anything Durin can send against us. Light vitality. Ooh, yeah, it's actually not that good. How does it look, though? Does it look neat? It doesn't look too bad. I might keep it and throw it in, yeah, let's go ahead and keep it, and I'll throw it into my wardrobe. The Battle of Dol Baran, testing our strength. The Dunlendings are testing our resolve to hold Dol Baran, the great hill to the west, but they underestimate us. We must hold that position, or we will be blind to the approach of their main force when it marches out of Wolf's Cleft. If that happens, we may have to pull back across the ford without a fight. I aid my men by the fortifications and hold off the Dunlendings. If we can force them to give up on Dol Baran and march their army past it, we will have a critical advantage in the battle to come. Okay. That sounds good. Okay. And that is right there. Alright, let's do a little bit of quest cleanup before we head to that big battle. It's in there. Yep, it is. Okay, so open that. Open that. Alright, so we can sell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. Ah, that's part of book. That's one of the book quests. Okay. And in that case, let's go and do it anyway. Coming up is the Ford of Ison. Siniston, one of the people that I need to talk to on the west bank of the ford.
Oh, hello there. I'm Prince Theodred's esquire.
Hail, you must be Shanchantra. I am Siniston. I am the prince's esquire. I help him with his armor and his steed and with anything else that he needs doing. Right now he has me bringing messages back and forth across the ford, getting the men on the other side organized for defense of the bank. Someone has taken one of my bracers, and I think they've hidden it somewhere. It's their idea of a jest, I suppose. Nay, do not bother looking for it. It will turn up eventually. And now we'll hop onto the road. And head north. And that's probably where I need to defeat the orc grunts and guards too, so we'll go ahead and take care of that when we get up there as well. Hello, cat. Hello, kitty, kitty, kitty. What a nice kitty. Ooh, and that's a quest item on that one. From whence they came. This blade was taken from a fallen orc in the Heathfells. While forged in the usual crude and utilitarian manner of the orcs, it appears to be almost brand new. Somewhere nearby must be a cave or encampment where the particular orcs are forging weapons. If you can find it, you should be able to tell the Rohirrim of its presence so they can take action against them. And there's 2 more tattered shadows. I think this must be it. Yes, you have found the orc cave. Talk to Ondor the dwarf at the orc cave. Hey, down there, could you give me a hand up here? I can probably do that, friend dwarf.
I am at your service.
As if you're a sight for sore eyes. I've not seen but the orcs for days now. A band of them struck my father's caravan a few days north of here. We had minded our own business and this rabble fell upon us without warning. Well, we fought them off, of course, but my father died in the battle. The rest of our caravan returned south to Jabal, but I swore an oath of vengeance against them. I don't suppose you could lend me some aid here. Of course I can. Glad to. Anything to take out a couple of orcs.
Welcome. You have come at a most fortuitous time.
Hey there, my good high elf. I don't suppose you'd be up for a quick bit of sport, eh? This cave below is packed full of orcs, and I see no reason to leave it as it is. It is better to seal a lot of them in the dark below. Now, I have found a weak point in the rock here that should bring it down, but it will take a few minutes and make a whole lot of noise, so I can use a hand holding up the orcs until I can bring it down. When I start swinging this pick, the orcs are likely to come a-running, so let me know when you're ready.
Ondor the dwarf seeks to collapse the tunnels from which the orcs waylay the innocent, avenging the death of his father and sealing the doom of his foes.
Greetings.
Alright, here you go. Keep an eye on that cave, and if any orcs come a-running, well, you know what to do. Alright, I'm ready to bring this thing down, but there's gonna be an awful racket. Those orcs are gonna come a-running. I need you to hold them off for a minute or two. Here goes. Hold them off for just a bit longer, eh? Alright, take your time. Do it right. I'm not in any lick of trouble at all. And there we go.
Greetings.
Well, I suppose that's the last of the orcs. It'll take them weeks to dig out of that mess, those lazy cutters. If it were dwarves trapped in there, they'd be out in a day. It's been a pleasure working with you. And with you too, my friend. You take care of yourself. Ah.
At your service and your families.
There we go, and a job well done, if I do say so myself. Ondor's the name, by the way. I followed a raiding party for 30 days until they disappeared in here, and after they smashed my family's caravan and killed my father, of course. The rest of the families headed back south to find refuge in Jabal, but I swore to hunt down the ones that did it for my father. Of course, I cannot tell one orc from another, so now I am left trying to deal with a whole lot of them. Looks like it could take a while, but no sense in staying here. There's too much to do. Perhaps I will see you about, if we are both lucky. Let's see. The Rider's Steel Band is might. The leather helmet is agility, but it is not worth it. And the Elegant Silk Gloves. Nope, so we'll just take the most expensive. 7, 7, and 2. All right, so let's go on ahead off the hill here, and we'll check in with Trumbolt on the road north of Grimbolt's camp, and that'll finish up Book 5, Chapter 2, and continue us on the epic, on the main storyline. MSQ for LOTRO. There he is.
If Saruman does have an army, he's keeping it inside Isengard for now.
Things have been quiet on the road for several days now. If Saruman does have an army, he's keeping it inside Isengard for now. I think those just must be tales after all. Trumbull looks at you curiously. Were you really imprisoned by Saruman? There have been some arguments amongst the men about it. You nod and tell him briefly of your stay within the ring of Isengard and of your escape. His face falls at your tale. How many Uruks did you say? By the Hammerhand, he does have an army. And I now need to speak to Prince Theodred. Another reason why I want to do the Harvest Math Festivals, I want to get the broomstick. There's a broomstick mount that's available from the fall series of quests. I don't know if it's from this year or a previous year, but I want to pick it up. I have so many tokens from other quests that I could easily get it, but I'd like to try to earn it if I can. Theodred, Prince of Rohan.
I am devising a plan. Once all is ready, I want you to be a part of it.
I am glad you have come. I would have welcomed any of your ranger friends as well, but I understand that they have their own mission, and I wish them well for it. Enough talk. It is time to strengthen my forces. They will have need of strength in the days to come.
We know that Saruman has a much larger force of Uruks than we do of men.
Grimbold estimates that each one of us is worth at least 20 Uruks, but he is from the Grimslot, and the men of that place are not known for their mastery of numbers. I fear he underestimates the savagery of Saruman's forces. And then there are the hostile Dunlanding clans to consider. Aethelard has gone to the Eyot in the middle of the river to train some of the men. They have seen less combat than others, and they have much to learn if they are to be helped defend during a real battle. Go to him and help him train these youths. And just real quick, I don't have any weapons. No, nothing.
Of the Rohirrim.
Nothing that I need to reforge.
These men need to be stronger. I need to make them stronger.
We are the only defense between Saruman's evil and the people of Rohan. Find a warrior and archer and fight with them, but your example will teach them something.
I am ready to show you the strength of my arm.
I have sharpened my skills against many of my kingsmen. Let me now sharpen them further.
If you believe you can best me in training, prove it is so.
That I shall.
think of their abilities?
Are they made of stern enough stuff to stand against the forces of Saruman you behold within Isengard? Aethelred sighs heavily. They will have to do. You should find Rungar and help him with the training of his riders. He's just north of Grinwald's camp. Alright, so let us... I'm a little concerned that once I go too much farther into the book that it's going to warp me out of here back to Wolf's Cleft for a big battle. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick side quest. And we're going to head to the Heathfells. And we're going to go ahead and do the Battle of Dol Baran. Company. And there you go. 2 more Tattered Shadows. That puts me up to 10 Tattered Shadows and 10 LOTRO points. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're making progress. Alright, so there we go. Need to talk to Captain Fearn. Well fought out there, but I feel these attacks are just a prelude to a larger assault. If they were going to give up so easily, they would have done so by now. Be on your guard. And he has 2 new quests for me to finish up. Bravely Fallen and Minding the Fort. The Dunlendings have been attacking our positions for nearly 3 days. Not in any great numbers, but in small bands, attacking and withdrawing, then sending fresh men into the fray. My own men are exhausted, and some have been caught away from our fortifications, suffering serious injuries. The Dunlendings had let them lie where they fell, hoping to draw us out. If you could find some way to rescue my fallen men, I would be indebted to you, for you're sorely put upon. Absolutely. And then the other one is Minding the Fort. The Dunlendings are testing our resolve to hold Dol Baran, but they underestimate us. We must hold this position, or we will be blind to the approach of their main force when it marches out of Wolf's Cleft. If that happens, Grimwald will have to pull us back across the ford without a fight. Aid my men by the fortifications and hold off the Dunlendings. If we can force them to give up on Dol Baran and march their army past us, we will have a critical advantage in the battle to come. There's one. Oh, great. Okay, there we go. I've doused the burning. And I need to escort one more injured Rohirrim. There we go. I've not only stopped some of the burning fortifications, but I've saved some of their men. So the bravely fallen first. I saw you return with a number of our warriors to our lines. Your valor speaks well of you. And then the fortifications. Well fought out there, but I fear these attacks are just a prelude to a larger assault. If they were going to give up so easily, they would have done so by now. Be on your guard. And that just gave me an ally to the Riders of Theodred. Which gave me another 15 LOTRO points. The Battle of Dol Baran. The Dolendings are preparing to attack the summit of Dol Baran in force. Should they gain this ground, we will lose the advantage to observe their army as it marches from Wolf's Cleft, and our forces at the fort of Isen will be perilously vulnerable. We must hold off this assault. The Dolendings are coming. Are you ready?
The Dunlending armies unleash an attack upon the Rohirrim, holding Dol Baran, hoping to dislodge them from the high ground. But the Horse Lords are prepared to defend their position with their lives.
Here they come. We must hold their position against the Dunlendings. Stand ready, my countrymen. The barbarians approach. There's the other banner that I need to drop. There we go. Well done. Our losses were great, but we held out against the foe. It will take them time to recover, and by that time, we should have reinforcements. The day is ours, but at a cost. We must see to the honor of our fallen comrades. So we give them leave to come gather their dead. Offer them a parley, but I don't. Wait, what is this on Earth? Oh, shit. That's not good. A servant of the enemy. Stand fast.
Put down your weapons, fools. Were I here for you, they would avail you not. But the living are of no import to me. I am here to claim the fallen.
You're a carrion of beast, born of darkness. The man of Rohan shall not be yours.
Enough. You may waste your time in meaningless rites of honor. But Mordor still has use of the dead.
The Dunundings, what is he doing? He has taken the Durlendings to Roman reign. This bodes ill. The strength of Mordor has grown great already. Think no more of it. This is not a matter for men. We have our own fallen to see to, and we must be about it. This battle is over for the time being. I do not expect the Durlendings will be ready to muster another assault upon Dol Baran until their main force moves out of Wolf's Cleft. After that, we will have sufficient warning to gauge their thrust. Let us hope that is enough. You have our thanks. With this battle, we have broken the strength of the Durlendings' skirmishing force. Soon they will likely move against us in much greater force from Wolf's Cleft, but in doing so they will show their hand, and we will be prepared for them. The Pit of Iron. Oh, and there was one other thing. One of my men spotted a dwarf heading into a cave northeast of here. We think that may be where the orcs around here have been coming from, but we haven't been able to spare any men to check it out. You may want to take a look around. Let's go ahead and turn in a quest real quick. At the Rohirrim enchantment, we'll talk to Cadfereth and turn in orcs into Heathfells. Go ahead and mount up.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
So the orcs are indeed coming down out of the mountains, and in significant numbers. These at best be wandering bands of raiders and nothing more. If they are allied with the Durlendings, a hold on Dol Baran is as good as lost. Let's see, that is a jeweler case, so we'll pass that onto my jeweler. There's a scholar case, which I do need. Scroll of Tinkerer's Lore. We'll grab that. And then those two things to sell. Actually, Grimbald's camp. I think I actually have a port to there. Yep, I have a report to Grimbold's camp, so we'll go ahead and take care of that. So we'll go ahead and hook up with our friend Ondar near the Pit of Iron. Ondor, excuse me. And then we'll come back and talk to Rungurar. Like there's a dwarven-made pickaxe. You found something lying next to the cave entrance. A dwarf-made pickaxe lies here on the ground, dropped amidst the signs of struggle. At a second glance, you realize this is the same pick wielded by Ondar the dwarf while he strove to collapse a cave entrance with your aid. Ondar must be somewhere nearby, and the yawning cave entrance before you suggests darkly where the valiant but foolish dwarf is likely to be found. Oh, great. This is where I'm back. Yay. I love this place so much. Should I go ahead and wear my garb again? I don't have it anymore. Okay. Shadowy. Back off. Alright, there's 2 more Tattered Shadows. That puts us at 12 Tattered Shadows for the day, and 25 LOTRO points so far.
At your service and your families.
Ah, it's good to see you again. We seem to have found the main nest of these villains we have. I've been scouting it a bit. The orcs here, they're mining. Well, being orcs, they're too lazy to mine, so they use slaves to do it for them. It seems they've been gathering slaves among the Durlendings for a while, and more recently they've captured some Rohirrim during their nightly raids. I guess they think they're pretty safe down here with all the fighting going on up above. That's where we'll get them.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
The orcs seem to have quartered 2 groups of slaves separately down here. Most of the ones I've seen, though, have been the wild men to Durlendings. I'm not sure where the orcs have been getting them, but there's a lot of them down here. A couple of days ago, the orcs started bringing in small groups of those horsefolk, the Rohirrim. They all look pretty banged up, so I'm guessing they were captured in the battle up above. Anyway, those folks don't seem to like each other much more than the orcs, but if we're going to put an end to this, we'll need to get them to work together. If you can find out who's leading each group and talk to them, maybe you can convince them to put aside their differences and kill the orcs instead of each other. And he has another quest for me.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
Defusing the situation. There. Did you hear that? Those blasts you are hearing in the distance? It sounds like thunder down here, but it's actually one of those fool goblins playing with something new and dangerous. It sounds like something that mad old wizard up in the Shire might have cooked up. I don't think he would be sharing it with the goblins. No, I'd wager Saruman is behind this deviltry somehow. Anyway, goblins are nasty enough with their usual toys that I don't relish fighting them off with whatever that is. Let's see if we can dissuade them from using it anymore. Oh, I can't mount up here. Okay. Looks like I'll have to go down and around to get there. Can I drop down from here? Oh no, they're over there. Okay, so I gotta head to the east. But we'll take out a couple of these volatile goblins while we're here. Who are you, High Elf? One of Saruman's lackeys? I see. Well, you would best to keep hidden down here. If the orcs catch you, you will be in here with the rest of us, or more likely dead. Most of us were captured 2 days ago when our band was ambushed by orcs as we were returning from the fort. Now we are being forced to work the mines alongside the Dorlendings. Those fools sided with the orcs and found their reward down here as slaves. It serves them right, I suppose, but that does not help us any. I do not think any of us are going to survive very long down here. Alright, so let's go talk to the Dorlendings commander and see if I can get him to actually work with them. Who is there? The Voriad? You wear no chains, you do not carry the mark of the white hand either. Who are you? Ah, well, perhaps there is some spark of hope down here after all. Most of us were brought here after we were unable to pay levies for the war against the horse lords who tried to escape conscription. Our own Brennans betrayed us and sold us to these monsters. Now we find ourselves enslaved next to the very same demons who invaded our lands and brought this fate upon us. It's too much to bear, but at least they will suffer the same fate as we. We've been betrayed enough already. You may believe the horse lords trustworthy, but we have fought them since the days before my father was born. You cannot trust them. Every time we have made some agreement with them, we have lost land, honor, or our lives as our finest warriors. We tried to fight back, and yet they claimed more land from us. Once all the plains to the east were ours, but now we... Marion pauses for a moment, struggling to regain his composure. What you suggest... to die in battle, whether it be at the hands of the vile orcs or the cursed Forgoyle, that would still be better than to starve and die grubbing through the rock like a blind worm. If you can convince the horse lords to fight off the orcs rather than stabbing us in the back, then I will convince the others to ready themselves. You have a plan to help us escape, but you would have us fight alongside the wild men. Such an outlook may serve you well in polite company, but I think you give these barbarians far too much credit. They fight bravely enough, but they know nothing of honor or justice. Those are men whose own lords sold them into slavery. And you believe we can trust them to stand by us in battle? More than likely they will try to bargain away our lives in return for their own freedoms. But I see your point. We will die down here soon enough, whether or not we are betrayed. If you can convince them to go along with this plan, then I will vouch for our cooperation if we can find some way to fight our way out of here. The water that the orcs bring us comes from the dank pools that gather in the low areas of the mine. It's contaminated and poisonous, and those who drink it eventually fall ill. So we are left either to die slowly from the poison or more swiftly from thirst, an unpleasant choice of evils. Eventually, we just collapse from exhaustion or sickness, and the orcs just toss us into some pit to die. If you could find some fresh water in these caverns and get it to the exhausted miners, it would help restore their strength and purchase us some time to plan our escape. Something moves down there. This mine is infested with terrible beasts the orcs call pitworms. They live near the footed ponds in the lower sections of the mine. Whenever one of us becomes too ill or exhausted at work, they are thrown to the worms who devour them while they still live. It seems to amuse the orcs to watch us die this way. If you could kill off some of the vile creatures, then at least we would not face that awful fate. It would make it easier for me to convince the others to aid you. The Devourer. In the deepest reaches of the mine, there's a terrible worm that has grown to an enormous size. This creature on occasion slithered out of the pit and preyed upon unwary slaves, murdering and devouring them before disappearing into its black hole. If you can find and defeat this devourer of men, you will save many from a terrible fate. Okay, give me one quick second. Okay, I am back. There we go. Company. Mournful. All right, back off. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no. Boo. Hiss. I thought I had him. And I was so close. Let's go ahead and get rebuffed up here as best as I can. Back off. Got him. Alright, that's 6 Tattered Shadows. Oh wait, am I getting attacked? I thought I was getting attacked. Okay. There we go. Oh, it stuck me to the ground. Alright, so there's the 12 pit worms. Now I need to head to the east and find a source of fresh water within the mine. Or excuse me, west. Okay, there's the source of fresh water. And there's the Devourer, so they're both to the north. Okay, so I need to head to the north real quick. And there's the Devourer. And I've defeated the Devourer. So I've found 7 places of interest within the Heathfells. Which is another deed completed, which granted me another 5 LOTRO points. That's 30 so far today. I think we're doing pretty good, I think. I gotta go up. Shadowy. Shit. There we go. Got him. 2 more tattered shadows for today.
Greetings. Will you remain here long? You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
Alright, so at least I'm helping out some of the exhausted miners now so that they'll have more strength.
The Uqui Rod requires us to give welcome to Devoniard. I have not seen your kind before. Rod requires
There
us
we
to
go.
welcome to Devoniard.
Okay, let's start making our way back toward and there we go.
Rod requires us to give welcome to Devoniard.
Looks like I've got to go up. And I can't do it that way. And that's a dead end. That's wonderful. All right, we'll go talk to the. We'll go talk to these two people here. The Devourer. It is good to know this nightmare no longer hunts my people in the depths of the mine. You have my thanks. And let's see, the boots are a waist. So we'll grab the lion guards. And something moves down there. Those worms have devoured my kinsfolk, but it was the orcs who threw them to the creatures. We must find some way to escape this pit and take vengeance upon our captors. Mournful. Go away. Didn't get a good hit. Alright, this is where it gets tricky because I got to spin him around because he's going to hit the end of his rope and then he'll warp. And he got me. Damn. So now I got to retreat all the way back to the entrance. Boo. Boo. I got 3 tailor cases. Already known. Already known. Already known. Actually, that's better than the plain silver band. Resistance. $13. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Alright. Let's go talk to Ondar then, since I'm here. There is something dreadfully unsettling about a creature too stupid to know that it has the weapon it's holding is as likely to kill it as the person it is fighting. I just wish it made them easier to fight, but that kind of madness is hard to counter. Well, we'll just have to do our best. Good work done there.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
There you are. Now, listen closely. I don't know exactly what evil they've cooked up this time or how they did it, but these goblins are using some kind of strange black powder to aid their mining. When it catches fire, the stuff explodes, shattering rock into rubble. And you, too, if you're standing too close. They store the powder in barrels, which I've mostly seen near the smelters. If you can sneak up and set fire to those barrels, you'll likely catch a lot of them in the blast. And he's got another quest.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Oh, this is a repeatable one, which gives me crafting supplies. Collect strange pieces of ore. Saruman isn't just mining the iron ore down here. There are other things as well, but I can't quite figure out what it is that he's after. If you could get me a few samples of that ore, I'll take a closer look at it to see if I can determine what it is. I'll go ahead and do the quest once. In that area. Let me go ahead and get buffed up again. And I'll try not to die again. This is getting kind of embarrassing. Puppy break! Puppy break! There's the puppy. This is the puppy dog. He's a good boy, huh? Hey, Buster, good boy. He's a Buster, the good boy. Yes, he is. He's the good boy. Oh, he's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Okay, go on, little guy. There you go. Okay, that was your prescribed puppy break. Company. Shadowy. Back off. Got him. Whoa. Okay, what happened? That was weird. Looks like I need to make sure I stay out of the blast radius, and this looks like it's a huge one. You can see that huge area there is going to be in the... There we go. There... No, I thought there was one over here. Am I out of the range? No, I'm just on the bare end of it, so let's go on around. Looks like somebody else tripped a wraith around here, but I have no idea where it is. Good, there's another powder barrel right there. There we go. Now we want to head to the northwestern corner and try to pick up some of that strange ore. We'll just do it once. Because I wouldn't mind picking up some extra, you know, whichever one I'm low on. And we'll double check that real quick. That'll probably be the crafting stuff. Where am I? Okay, we can stay upwards. Or not. There's some of that strange ore right there. Come on, there we go. Hmm. Oh, come on. There we go. I may just abandon that quest. It might be too much trouble than it's worth. Yeah, you know what? I'm probably just going to go ahead and abandon that quest. It's just... I'm already back by Ondor, which means I'm already down here, so we're just going to go ahead and cancel the Mysterious Orcast. We're not going to worry about it. It's an optional one anyway, and I do not need to do it. Thunder in the Deeps.
At your service and your families.
Haha, well done. I could hear the blast from here. I don't teach the goblins to play with dangerous toys and slow down their mining efforts here for a while. Glowing black cloak. Ooh. Pouch of Shire sweet leaf. And elegant silk. Yeah, let's get that flowing black cloak. Alright. And I want to put it on. 10 points better armor, 20 points better agility for... Yep, we're going to wear it. But you know what? We're going to save that cloak. We'll put that cloak into my wardrobe. $41.9. It's 3 better, but it's not stats. Four, 8. All right. Okay, so let's make our way back to Edda here in the Orc Mines, and we'll do the escape. Shadowy. Back off. There we go. 2 more tattered shadows. So, it's a fresh spring among the rocks at the northern end of the mine. We would have to find some way past those wild worms to get there, but at least we now know where it is. I can try to have one of my men sneak away now and get us some fresh water. There's a great risk, but it is worth the danger. We can keep ourselves alive in this terrible pit. The key to freedom. We will need the keys to ourselves before we can mount an effort to escape this mine. Well, the orcs think we are too weak to escape. They always keep a few of our companions locked in those cramped cells as hostages against our good behavior. If we were to try to escape without them, they would surely be killed. The key to those cells is carried by an orc warden, Durin the Overseer. If you can find him and relieve him of those keys, we can release our companions and make our attempt at freedom. An evil fate. There's something strange here. While you were gone, one of my men and a few of the Dunlendings were taken away, not by orcs, but by a man. He wore strange raiments, making him a person of some station, but I don't know for whom he served. He was looking for the strongest and healthiest of the men among us. For what purpose, I do not know. They were taken away to the north, and the orcs laughed cruelly as they left. We must find out where they were taken, and what fate could possibly be worse than to die in this dark pit. And the other quest he has for me is vengeful weapons. We're going to need weapons if we're going to find our way to freedom. The orc guards often carry them, and we have seen racks of weapons ready for battle out there in the mine, though of course our overseers would never allow us near them. You might be able to retrieve some of them for us if you are careful, and then we should be able to hide them away higher in the cell until we're ready to make our escape. Alright, so let's start heading north. Well, that's good. Killing any orc will give me weapons, so that will help. Oh, looks like I can mount up in here. Yeah, he just took care of lunch, so I'm going to have to wait for a couple minutes to get him. So we'll come back in a couple minutes. We'll go and pick up some more weapons. Or not. There we go. There's another work. Okay, let's see if Lump the Overseer is there now. All right. Oh, there's Dol Baran. Interesting. It seems my servants have not been thorough enough in securing the slaves of late. No matter. You've already saved me the trouble of sending them to hunt you down. But wait. Do you not have the bearing of one who seeks escape? You have come to fight me? Truly. Well, then I imagine you will make a fine specimen for Saruman's experiments. I shall have to take care not to injure you too severely. Ha!
I have not seen your kind before.
The prisoner seems to slip in and out of a daze as you cut him free, but he quickly recovers his senses once his bonds are removed.
I hope we will find aid in time.
The Ukwirod requires us to give welcome to Tavodion.
Okay. So now I need to find the key to freedom. And that's all the way over there. Well, at least I have the 12 weapons now. It looks like I'm going to need to go up. What is that? Nope, this is the wrong way. I think I may need to go back through there. We will not go through there. I will try to find a way up. No, I don't want to go through there, I don't believe. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I do. No, not really. All right, let's try it. There we go. Now we're starting to climb a little bit. All right, let's try it. Maybe it'll take me up one more level. Oh, great. Just what I needed, a fucking shadowy up here. Oh, and Lunt the Overseer at the same time. And I took them both out. I was not expecting that. Okay, so it looks like there is a path through some of these tunnels then. So, okay. We'll just... We'll just follow them. There we go. Now we're making some progress. If I can get over this thing here, which I can't, so we'll have to go around. Three quests to turn in. An evil fate. Good. We don't know whether they've escaped in the cave or gone into hiding of their own attempt, but either way, we are now ready to make our escape. We will talk with him later and see if we can determine what this Golvon was up to, and whether he was truly in league with the wizard Saruman. Vengeful weapons. Quickly, we must hide these away until it's time to make our escape. It will not be too long before one of our overseers stumbles upon our plan, so you had best be quick. And that is 27 quests within the Heathfells. And that means I need to... my virtue cap is reached. 37. 37. 33 for wit. 32 for confidence. And that grants me another 5 LOTRO points. So far, not a bad day. The key to freedom. The Overseer's key. You found it. Well then, it seems that we are as ready as we are ever going to be. We need to get out of here now before we grow too weak to fight at all. Are you ready for what comes next? I think we are prepared as much as we can. It is now or never if we're going to leave here alive. We've armed as many of us as we can, and we are ready to set our escape plan into motion. Let me know when you are ready. Let's go ahead and do it. Are you ready? There's no turning back once we break free. It will be freedom or death for the lot of us.
The Dunlandings and the Rohirrim have agreed to put aside their differences and work together to escape from their brutal orc overseers in the deadly mines hidden beneath the Heathfells.
My men are ready to leave. We will make for the bridge across to the center of the mine and free as many of the slaves as we can along the way. Now is the time to buy our escape from this forsaken pit. There is no turning back. Alright, so it looks like I need to make my way to talk to Andor. Where I don't know where the heck he is. This is Loverly. I don't know where to go. There is no clue for where I am to go. I think he's over this way, but I'm not 100% sure. One good thing is there's going to be no Nazgul, at least for a little while. At least I can ride the boar. That'll help a little bit. God damn it. Oh, I can't go that far. Alright, I'm going to have to look up the quest because I don't know where to go. Regarding escaping from the mines. Maybe he's over here. There, maybe. Is that him? No. But I think... No, I can't go that way. How about down this way? I'm probably going to be dropped. Yeah, I knew it. This is frustrating as hell. I'm going to get blocked again by another dead end. Yep, I knew it. Oh, there we go. Not here. But up there's the exit. I cannot use that. What in the hell am I supposed to do? Pausing in front of the cell while on door is held. Alright, we're just gonna die. Or not. Damn you motherfucking piece of goddamn... Just kill me off, please. Just kill me the fuck off, because now I'm stuck. Aye, your timing's well good. Those accursed orcs snuck up in here and all went black. Woke up in here just a short while ago. Looks like my stay is to be a short one, though, so let's be about it. You will fight alongside the horse lords, for even they know far greater honor than these foul orcs. Come, my friends, we must put aside our enmity and earn our freedom if we are to ever see the sun again. This time I'm going to stay with Andor. Well, there goes the alarm. The orcs will be after us now. Let us cut our way through it, quick. There's a number of slaves near the fortress, so we had best head that way to see how many we can free as we go.
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
The bridge up at the top of this platform is the quickest way out, so that is the way we are going before 100 more of these brutes come up from the deep caverns.
I have not seen your kind before.
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
You have made it to the bridge. Well, they don't have some trouble waiting for us in this bridge, and I will shave my beard. So gird your loins. It gets rough from here. Excuse me.
I hope we will find aid in time.
I have not seen your kind before.
You have made it to the slopes. We are almost there. If we can make it to the cavern entrance for our name orc show, we'll be free. You have made it to the exit.
We made it. Now let's be out of this cavern and let our allies know what is going on down here.
Well met, friend.
Well, we did it. We have broken free of the orc mines and dealt with a lot of those vermin along the way. Soon we will stamp out their accursed existence once and for all.
5, 5, 9. And then the only one he has is the repeatable one, which I am not going to worry about. Alright, so let's go ahead and head back to, is it Grewald's camp? Yes, Grewald's camp. Let's go ahead and warp back to Grewald's camp real quick. Because we have completed everything here. Ah. Go ahead and empty out my inventory. I got an earring. Fizz Mastery. Only 23 agility, but I don't think I need Fizz Mastery. No, my Fizz Mastery's maxed, so I don't need it. 5 Scholar. And I have all but 1. Oh, Bow Champ. And then 2 Woodworker. There we go. 9. There we go. But I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I am going to go ahead and call an end to my stream here. I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. We had a great time. Got a little frustrated in the mines there, but we went ahead and took care of it. My next scheduled LOTRO stream will be this Monday for MMO Monday, and we'll continue on here in the Heathfells and the Eisenfells. And my next scheduled stream, however, will be this Sunday for SWTOR Sunday. And we're going to be working on Chapter 10 as well as Alliance alerts to get my companions back in Knights of the Fallen Empire. So I hope you join me. But until then, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. I hope you take care of yourself, and I will see you all very, very soon. Goodbye, my friends, and be safe.